Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Chemistry in the Real World. Yet another application of chemistry in our everyday lives. So, this is Thanksgiving Day, sometime in late November 2016, because I don't remember the exact date, but it is in fact Thanksgiving Day. What I have here in this bag, ladies and gentlemen, is turkey liver. Okay, now of course the liver, it's similar to human liver and it has its own functions, which is really cool and everything, but we're here to do an experiment, talk about chemistry in the real world. So what I did, I cut a few pieces of liver here, and we also have peroxide. Whoops, the top fell out. So we have hydrogen peroxide. Now this is the stuff that you can get in the store. Okay, it's about 3%. It's not that concentrated, but this is just a little wonder for you guys, because hydrogen peroxide is, you've heard of H2O being water. Hydrogen peroxide is H2O2. There's a reason why they keep it in a brown bottle, because it is light sensitive. It's going to break apart when it's exposed to light over a period of time. It breaks into a part, and then you can't use it as hydrogen peroxide. But here's the thing. Liver has an enzyme. An enzyme is a chemical that can do some cool things. One of the things it can do is help break down hydrogen peroxide. So that's what we're going to do here in this with our beloved thing. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead. I've cut 3 pieces. I have cut 3 pieces of turkey liver. One of those I'm going to end up chopping it up into tiny little pieces to expose more of the surface area. Okay, so just chop that up into little pieces. There, kind of mash it a little bit. And what we're going to do, we're going to use this little bottle here, and we're going to put in our little pieces of chopped up, mashed up, messed up liver in here. Okay? And remember, you can always slam it to the floor there, so to make sure that your everything is at the bottom. That's the general idea. So we got a little bit of liver inside of this thing here. So I'm going to take the other piece, and the second piece, and I'll chop it up in the bowl. I did not work on this ahead of time. Okay, so we're going to see what happens with it. And then the third piece, we're just going to leave it as one big lump, because we're going to see, hey, does it in fact make a difference? As far as what's going to happen, well, what we're going to do, we're going to add some hydrogen peroxide. Now there's an enzyme, a chemical in the liver that helps break up the hydrogen peroxide. But here's the thing, what's the evidence? Well, the evidence, we're going to be seeing tiny little bubbles forming fairly quickly, fairly rapidly. So what I'm going to do, I'm kind of curious to see if this will work or not. I got a plastic bag, and I'm going to add hydrogen peroxide to this bottle. I'm going to cover it with the plastic bag, and then I'm going to rubber band it and see, is it going to be enough to fill up this bag? I don't know. We'll see. This is an unofficial science experiment, but hey, it's chemistry in the real world. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and prepare the rubber band, and got the bag ready to go here. So let's go ahead and we'll do this for our first part. Alrighty, and alright, so okay, we'll see if it'll do anything with the bag. Okay, so you might notice right away that you have some bubbles occurring there right away, and if you look on the bottom here, okay, you may notice, ooh, there's a lot of reaction going on. So yeah, definitely the liver's got catalase in there breaking up that hydrogen peroxide. But why don't we go ahead and take a closer look at our bowl and see what we can get with this. Alright, let's zoom in a little bit on here and add a little peroxide in there into our bowls. Into the bowl, and let's see what we've got going here. Okay. So as unscientific as this can possibly be, you may notice if you look at the number of bubbles here around the chopped liver, okay? If you look around here, you see many, many more larger sized bubbles compared to the one piece of liver here. Okay, so there is something having to do with the rate. How fast is this actually breaking up? Okay, so here's an idea. The more area of liver that is exposed to our peroxide, the more bubbles that we're going to get. That's a surface area thing. This might make a difference as to why powdered sugar will dissolve faster than sugar cubes in hot water. You could try that out at home. But anyways, so that's it. So you can see, all right, it's still working. I'm afraid it's not really making any bubbles up here, but it was an unofficial chemistry experiment all the same. But again, this can work also with beef liver, okay? But here's the thing, the fresher the liver, the better results you're going to get, okay? And like I said, this is peroxide that you can get at the store, or the drugstore. 3%, nothing major. All right, well, what did you learn as you take a closer look here? You see now there's even more bubbles that are forming, okay? And here, well, not so much. But here we're still seeing it. Again, it's just that idea, ladies and gentlemen, of surface area. So, what did we learn? Chemistry in the real world. Adding peroxide to liver, you get bubbles. The bubbles are oxygen bubbles, okay? The more liver area is exposed, the more bubbles you're going to get. All right, that's it for Chemistry in the Real World. Enjoy your Thanksgiving Day. Take it easy.